Hello, welcome back to Musical Mates YouTube channel and welcome back to Guitar with me, Mr. King. Today we're going to have a little look at how to play Shotgun by George Ezra. There he is.
Homegrown alligator, see you later.
Now there's lots of different things we can do here, so we're going to start off with an easy version and then we'll show you some of the more difficult stuff. Remember the guitar strings? E, B, G, D, A, E. I'll just shut George up there. So the thinnest string, remember the thinnest string is the first string, that one there, E. And there's our sentence. Easter Bunny gets drunk at Easter. E for Easter is the thin one, then it's Bunny gets drunk at Easter, and the last string, the low E, that's called E as well, yeah? Right then. So we're going to start off easy. So the first thing we're going to do is have a look at the bass line. Bass means low, so it's the low stuff that happens in the song. And we're going to just play it on the two lowest strings. So the string we're going to start on is low E, the fat string, and it says 1. So it's fret number 1, there it is. And I'm going to play 4 of them. Homegrown alligator. There it is. And then it says number 6. So I'm going to move my finger to fret number 6, there it is. So it's 4 times on number 1, 4 times on number 6. Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gonna hit the... Now the next note we play is on the A string. So we've went to the next string now, the string next to the fattest one. The A string, and it's fret 5. There's the 5th fret. So think about where you've gone there. You've went from 6 on the low E to 5 on the A. So it's like a diagonal movement. We've went to the string next to it, and we've went to the fret next to it. So it's a diagonal movement. And then after 4 times on there, the 5th, we go to the 3rd fret, and we play that 4 times as well. That's still the A string. So if I do the whole thing, homegrown alligator, see you later, gonna hit the road, gonna hit the road. And then down here we have a repeat mark. So we do it again, we repeat it. Something's changing in the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I can get used to this. So that's the bass line, which you can repeat all the way through the whole song. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you'll know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun under. You get the idea with that.
Yellow and green, stick around and you'll see what I mean.
Right, now then, let's have a look at the sort of other way to play it, the proper way. What does George Ezra do in the song? Well, he plays a guitar with a capo on it. Here's a capo. Capodistra. A capo is the thing that you clip onto the guitar to make it higher, okay? And in this song, we're going to put it on fret number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put the capo on my 5th fret. So if you don't have a capo, then you can get one off Amazon for about £5. You can go on there, pick a colour. So now my guitar is a lot higher. Now once the capo's on, we're going to do some chords, okay? So we're going to do a C chord shape. We're going to do an F chord shape. A minor, G. These are the shapes, okay? They're not actually the real chords because with the capo on, that C chord isn't actually a C chord anymore. It's an F chord, but we're not going to confuse you with that. We're just going to look at the real shapes that we play. So there's the chord box. Remember, a chord box shows where our fingers go if the guitar was this way up. So there's my C chord there. If you look at the chord box next to there, we've got fret 1 there, fret 2 and fret 3. Look at where those dots are. So that shows you where your fingers go. And that sounds like that. The next chord, a bit more difficult, the F shape. So an F shape, we actually have this dot going over 2 strings. So my finger has to cover 2 strings. There it is. It's covering fret 1 on 2 different strings, so the finger's flat. And it's pointing straight at the ceiling. It's flat. A flat finger there. Look at that. Covering 2 strings. And then we have there on the next string, the 2nd fret. That's going to have to be the middle finger. There it is. That isn't flat. That's not flat. It's on the tip of the finger. And and then there's the 3rd fret on the string next to that as well. So there's the F chord there. So that's quite a difficult change, the C chord to the F chord. C chord, F chord. You're going to need to pause the video there and have a real good practice of changing between those shapes. You see how 2 fingers are here and they go up a string, and then this finger simply flattens out. And then we don't hit those 2 strings, the 2 low strings in this chord, because there's X's there. So it's a C, then an F. Then we have A minor. There's an A minor chord. 1, 2, 2. The fret 1 is on the B string. There it is. Fret 1 on the B string. Just showing you from different angles my A minor chord. And then there's the G chord, which you probably know. There it is. I've got the 3rd fret on the high E. I've got the 3rd fret on the low E. And I've got my 1st finger there. If you've watched my video on strumming patterns, I go into a lot of detail about which fingers to use in these chords. So remember, like the G chord has the middle finger on the low E. There it is, middle finger on the low E. If you don't put the middle finger there, it'll be impossible. So I've got 4 different chords. There's the 4 chords that we use with the capo on fret 5. So I'm just gonna change the sound of my guitar a bit. There we go. This is how the song starts. 2 C's, 2 F's, 2 A minors, 2 G's. And we do it like this. I'm just going to do that again. Hold the guitar a bit higher so we can see. I'm going to do each chord twice. What I used there was a special effect called a chorus effect, which is something that you can get on guitar amplifiers and guitar effects pedals, but you don't need that. We can just have the guitar sounding normal. So then the song starts. We have C chord again, but we do 4 of them. F chord 4 times, A minor 4 times, G chord 4 times. Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gonna hit the road, gonna hit the road. And then we carry on. Something's changing in the atmosphere, architecture unfamiliar. I can get used to this. Pre-chorus. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you'll know where I'll be. Notice how I just did G 1 time there, because there's a bit of a pause there. And then it's the chorus. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. Bum, bum, bum. So those chords run all the way through the whole song, the verses, the bridge, the chorus. But remember, of course, if you don't have a capo, you can just use the bass line all the way through the song. There's a little reminder of the bass line, so I can just do that instead. Shotgun underneath the hot sun. So you can use that instead, remember. Let's just go back to where we were. There it is. So the chords are for if you have the capo on. If you don't have a capo, play the bass line, which works really well as well. So that's how we play Shotgun by George Ezra. Just 2 things to remember there. Repeat the chords for all of the song. That's all the verses, all the choruses, and the bridge section. The bridge section is the bit that goes 2 in the front and 2 in the back, sailing along. So let's just remember that. If you don't have a capo, repeat the bass line. If you do have a capo, put it on fret 5 and practice the chords. Thank you very much. And thanks for listening to the Musical Mates YouTube channel. I'm Mr. King. See you again soon. Bye.